There's plenty of homophobic and transphobic and abusive language. We heard some of it just on that clip at Brighton. But some of it's quite low level. It's stuff like, does your boyfriend know you're here, or we can see you holding hands? Some of it can be quite abusive, sort of words I can't use on this programme. And some people say it's just banter. You know, hey, it's just football, it's banter. But the point we make is there's no such thing as racist banter. So there shouldn't be any other form of banter as well that's trying to target somebody and belittle them.
I mean, even though some fans might be using it in the abstract, in a sort of uneducated playground kind of a way, I mean, that's still not acceptable, of course. But
yep.
There's a difference between that and focused homophobic abuse at a player or at an individual on the stands.
Well, whatever it is, it makes someone feel less able to be themselves. It makes them feel unwelcome in football. It makes them feel that they don't belong. And actually, football's the national game. It's for everyone. So what we're trying to do is stop people from using that sort of language and let everyone be part of football.
It's a great point, Charlie. It is the national game. So why is it still in the dark ages?
I think it's difficult. I think it has improved slightly over the last, say, 20 years since I've been going to football matches. But I think the fact that there isn't an openly gay Premier League footballer has had a big impact on that. I think were there someone to take that plunge and to really make that breakthrough, I think you would then see other people doing likewise. And I think that might transform the way that fans throw out these, as we said, abstract, flippant insults, and it becomes a very different thing if that's directed at an individual person.
Because it's a numbers game. There have to be gay footballers, yet, as Peter pointed out there's only 3 that we know of, and Justin Fashanu was playing a long time ago, and the other 2 sort of did it around retirement or decided they retire and come back. Where are the big stars saying, do you know what, I'm gay and it's not a problem because I'm a great footballer?
I think at the moment there is a fear of the unknown. I think it definitely would be a lot easier to do it now. I think there is a lot more acceptance from sponsors and from supporters, but because there hasn't been one who has done it yet, I think if you were gay in a football, you'd think, why put myself through that? You know, yes, some supporters might be fine with it, but what about the ones who I've heard giving abuse? You know,
so why bother? Can you accept that, Dave? Or it's going to make a big difference if someone does step forward, isn't it?
It will clearly make a massive difference, but I think it's unfair to ask the players to come up first. At the Emirates, there are 60,000 people. How can you expect one guy in the middle to put his hand up and say, hey, I'm the gay one? So that's why groups like the Gay Gooners at Arsenal, we were the first, but now the first of many. There's about 20 similar lesbian, gay, bi fan groups of professional clubs.
But not all clubs have them, though.
Not all. There's some major names in the Premier League that people like Manchester United need to step up to the game and have them. But we need all the clubs in the Premier League and on all of the lower leagues as well to have similar groups. And then the presence of lesbian, gay, bi people is normalised in football.
Yeah.
And then when a player wants to come out, it's much less of a story, and he won't have to worry about the fans attacking him.
And quite aside, Dave, just to finish it off from what happens at the big Premier League football matches, you're a referee on the side as well. So
yeah.
Tell us the story about what someone said to you, which you slightly misheard.
I was refereeing an early round of the FA Cup a few years ago, and I gave a penalty in the last minute to the home team, and the crowd called me a homer. And I didn't quite hear them. I said, what did they say? How did they know? But of course, that sort of abuse happens all the time. So yeah, that was an amusing one.
They meant you were favouring the home side.
Homer means you favour the home team, yeah. And I didn't quite hear it right.